So for the topic of today's sermon, I want to talk about one's nature. Whether it be in marriage, whether it be parents and their children, or whether it be people with animals. When we look at something, we always look at that something the way we want to. We want that person or that thing to be the way we want them to be. That's all we can think about. That's all we can see. However, every single thing in this world has its own nature. It has the way that it is naturally. But we refuse to see that. And that is where a lot of the problems in life lies. Whether it be wives trying to change their husbands, husbands trying to change their wives, parents trying to change their children, their parents get old and their children try to change the parents, people trying to change their dogs. In almost every relationship, you always see somebody trying to change and force somebody else or something else to be the way that you want. However, everything has its nature. If you think about, you have a cat and a bird, or a cat and a mouse. According to its nature, it's going to go after it. You have a dog. It has a nature to bark. It has a nature to the way it urinates and the way it controls itself. It has a nature. There's even fables that have been told in many different countries where you have like a turtle with a scorpion and they're good friends, and the scorpion wants to cross the water, and the turtle says, "Oh, get on my back, but you have to promise not to sting me." And the scorpion's like, "I promise, we're good friends, I would never hurt you." And then as they're crossing the water, suddenly, something scary happens, and the scorpion from his nature stings the turtle, and the turtle dies. And the turtle says, "You promised you wouldn't sting me." And he says, "But I didn't mean to, it was in my nature." And so instead of looking at people and seeing what you think they can become, what you want them to become, if we can learn to look at people and see who they are, and we adjust to who they are, we will live a life of much more harmony. If we still try to change people, it's a very tiring task, a lifelong task that you probably won't succeed in. Not a lot of people have been able to change you. Not a lot of people have been able to make you into something they want you to be. Therefore, it follows that it will be hard for us to change other people. True peace, true harmony, and true happiness comes from accepting people at their nature, rather than trying to change them to what you want.